So that was a different scripture than you have in your hands. But the more Bible, the better. So what you have in your hands is the peaceable kingdom. And that passage from Isaiah is my favorite when it's read on Christmas Eve. That image, that peaceable image of lions and bears lying down with cows and lambs, a peaceable kingdom. Remember with me, we have predators in our world. We prey upon each other as human beings, we do. Financial predatory behaviors, sexual predatory behaviors, we prey upon one another. And this text reminds us to create a different world. Let God create a peaceable kingdom with us. My central image of church is that this is to be a peaceable kingdom, a place we can come and practice what that is like. If church is calm and peaceful, I know we will all be better persons. You see, you have a conscience. You know what the right things to do in the world are. You know what is good. But when we become anxious or fearful, we become self-protective, we lose sense of our own conscience. But if we calm down, if we're peaceable, we begin to do the right things, the good things. Yesterday it's 2 days ago, we had 10 services here on Christmas Eve. And it was such a peaceful place. This was a calm, peaceable kingdom, and I know people now are better prepared to be good. Let me share a couple moments of peace from Christmas Eve here. During one of the services, I don't remember which, because when you do 10 services, it's all a blur. But during one of the services, just before it was about to begin, I was standing by the front doors, and this police officer in full gear, Kevlar and weaponry, came moving up the walk with high speed. You see, this service, it was our youth orchestra, and so all the youth were here in an orchestra, and it was about to start, and that police officer was coming up that walk fast, and I said, Officer, are you here for a purpose? And he said, yeah, my son's playing the cello. And he came in and enjoyed it. It was wonderful. Peaceable moments. At the 9 p.m. service, I remember which one that was. At the 9 p.m. service, we had a disturbance. And I was worried about the peaceable kingdom. We had a disturbance. And this can happen, but two folks who had had way too much to drink and suffered from mental illness, they came in and sat down, but they began to be very loud, and they started to shout out during the service and even get up and wave and do a bunch. And people around them at first, not knowing, that these were people that were really struggling, were trying to shush them and such. And it was very disruptive, but then I saw the peaceable kingdom begin to emerge. I saw no one treat them with disrespect. A few of the members began to sit closer to them just to kind of be near, and I saw a caretaking begin to happen. But they were so agitated and continued to yell out, and so I had to leave the chancel and walk back there during the service, and I asked them, would they please come outside with me and chat? That never works, by the way. Ever. When someone's agitated and really drunk and struggling with mental illness. But they followed me. It was a Christmas miracle, really. But they followed me out to the courtyard, and we just were talking, and I was trying to explain we were trying to have a peaceful environment, but I was being too linear. They weren't tracking that, so we just were kind of chatting for a while. And then JC came out, and not Jesus Christ, Juan Carlos, I mean, came out, and because he knew it, I was going to have to start preaching, and so he took over with them and just continued to chat with them, and I came back in just in time for a sermon. But to see all the members, you never grab someone, you don't try to roust someone out, and all the members did that exactly right, just giving them space but trying to be watchful. The more and more peaceful we become, the more and more calm, the better we are.